Hey guys, so I've been getting a lot of questions lately about how I've been styling my Cexxy hair, the Malaysian Bodywave hair. I've been getting a lot of questions about how I style it, how I cut the layers into it, and everything like that. It's not really hard to do. I just use a flat iron, just like this one, to get these curls, and I just use some holding spray and just give it a really messy look. So I did a tutorial for you guys showing you how I did my layers and how I curled the hair. The hair was already cut, so I'm not really showing you fresh layers, but I'm just showing you how I add layers into it. And basically that's how I did it when I got the hair. I didn't get really long lengths, so it was really easy to just put a few layers into it and just get this type of look. So yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing my video on my Cexxy voluminous messy curls, just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I just applied a cape because I'm going to be cutting a few layers into the hair. So the first thing I'm going to do is just section my hair off from ear to ear and just clip the top one up, well, the top part up with a butterfly clip. And this is just going to help me work in sections so the rest of my hair is out of the way. So I just clipped the top up, and now I can work with the bottom section. So I'm going to go ahead and split the bottom part into two sections. And I'm also going to clip this one and work with the left side while the right side is clipped up out of my way. And then you want to just comb through to make sure you don't have any tangles or knotting, just to make it a little bit easier for you. Alright, so looking at the hair, you can see that all of the bottom is about the same length. So I just want a couple more layers in it just so my curls can be a little bit more flowy. And you can use any type of shears that you have. You can use ones that look like these or either ones that look like these. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be using these today. So just cut it the way you feel comfortable cutting it. You don't have to do the same exact thing that I'm doing. Just make sure that you do it the way that you like to do it, and that the way that you're doing it works for you. So the way that I do it, I just take half of the section that I have and I comb it outward so that it's straight out from my head. And then I just grab my shears and I cut going down, like in a sliding motion. I don't really cut, like move the scissors, I just glide the scissors through. So I'm going to be using my mirror just so I can see what I'm doing. And if you have hair left out, like on the perimeter, you want to make sure that it's tucked away. So from that first cut, you can already see how it's layering. At first it was all the same length, and now you can see that it's gradually going down into layers. So I'm just going to continue to do the rest of the bottom half. So I see both sides have layers. Now I'm just going to move on to the top. So at the top, I don't really want too much layers. I just wanted to frame my face out a little bit because I like how it falls over my face. So I'm just going to make the shoulder lengths right here even with these lengths on the side. I'm going to put my bangs up just over this part here. And as I said, if you have leaf out, you want to make sure that it's tucked away so you're not cutting your V up. And adding layers in hair just helps with fullness. It helps add a lot more volume to the hair. And just make it look more full instead of just one flat one. So as you can see, I don't use those because that's how your hairstyle ties out. And that's my bangs, so just make sure it's even. We just have a way to leave out, they don't cut it. So as you can see, it has a lot more layers and a lot more fullness to it. And usually short hair like this, when I wear short hair like this, I like it to look messy and wild and really voluminous and crazy. I don't like it to look really neat and sleek sometimes. Sometimes I do, and then sometimes I don't. So now I'm just going to start with the curling. Another way to add layers is by using like one of these little razor combs. I know sometimes a lot of people are afraid to use scissors. This helps you like gradually cut without cutting too much, but you really do have to be careful with these because you can make a mistake and chop too much off. One side is like a closer cutting blade and the other side is like a thinner one. It takes off less hair, so you really have to be careful with which side that you're using and how much hair you're razoring at a time. Also, after I just added my layers, this hair is the Cexxy hair from the Cexxy Malaysian Bodywave from Aliexpress. I have in 3 bundles, but mine is really light and airy. It's not like weighed down and thick or anything like that. I know sometimes if you get short styles, it can be really heavy feeling or you know, really weighted. But if you feel like that, you can go in with some thinning shears and just take out some of the bulkiness if you do have it. This hair is really light and fluffy. Even though it's 3 bundles of hair and a closure, it's really light feeling. It's not heavy at all. So I don't have to use these today, but if you do have you know, a shorter cut and it feels really weighted down and you don't feel like you're getting enough, you know, sway with the hair, or it's not having a lot of movement, it's too heavy, you can go in with some thinning shears. And I recommend using these rather than thinning it out with a razor if you're not really experienced with cutting, because you can ruin your cut with these types of razors. But with the thinning shears, it'll gradually help you take out hair that you don't need. And I'm going to just show you. All you do is just insert it where you want and put the thinning shears in and cut a few times, and it'll just shred some of the hair out. So these are really good for you know, thinning out your weighted shorter cuts. Start off, I'm going to be curling the hair today with the Red by Kiss silicone styler. And I really like this with this hair because it just glides right through. So I'm going to be using that today. This is freshly washed hair, so I really don't have any product in it right now. I did do a light flat iron yesterday. And sometimes when I flat iron, I also use my Beyond the Zone flat iron spray. And yeah, it's just a flat iron protection spray. This is a bigger bottle. I just usually empty it out in here. And Sally's did have a sale going on with this product. It was like buy one get one free or something, so I just bought it and got it free. And I already had the small bottle, so I just refilled this every time I need it. And this is a really good spray. It smells so good. I'm going to show you guys how the package looks. So yeah, this is a really good product for a flat iron the hair, and it smells really good. It leaves your hair smelling really good. So I'm just going to spray a little bit on. Just like that. It adds a really nice shine to the hair. And I'm also going to add a little bit of the argan oil in it, mostly on my leave out right here. And this is all I'm going to be adding into the hair. So I'm going to go through with my paddle brush and just brush through. Sorry about my big old forehead. My forehead is huge. And sometimes I don't even flat iron it. I just leave it like this. That's what I love about this hair. It just has its own movement to it and its own style. Like, I installed this without even curling it, and it just was okay. It didn't have any like flyaways or anything like that. You could see how nice of a shine the hair has to it, how nice of a luster. Like, it doesn't have a bunch of flyaway hairs. It's just really beautiful hair. So I'm just brushing through. And you can also use a curling iron to do this look as well if you don't really like to use the flat iron to curl. You can use like a flat iron like this if you want to get the same results. Usually I'll use this for like my bangs, but I'm just going to use the flat iron today. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to part it down the middle and clip one side away. And just go ahead and work with one side. So I do like to flat iron my leave out first, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And I did set my temperature to 375 on my flat irons. You don't want it too hot. I'm just going to flat iron my leave out. So with the next piece, I'm going to be curling it going upward a little bit, but still going away from my face. So now for the bangs, I'm just going to go ahead and unclip them. And I do my bangs different sometimes. Sometimes I curl them going this way and then just form it to the front. And then sometimes I curl it going under this way and then just swoop it to the side. I think for today I'm going to curl them back so that I can have it really big and voluminous at the top. If you want to just really lay down and cover your face, you can just go ahead and just do the under and then just brush it around on your face. So I'm just going to part this into about 2 sections. Curl it going this way. And I'm doing the same thing that I did to the sides. I'm just doing this going back. And I'm just going to let it sit like that so I can cool down and right in the same position. I'm not going to move it. I'm just going to go ahead and do the next one. So I'm just going to let these stay just like that. I'm actually going to clip it. I'm actually going to clip it with this small butterfly clip just on the side. Just like that. So as that's cooling down, since the rest of the curls are cooled down, I'm just going to go ahead and start spraying with my L'Oreal Boosted Spray. And this is the High Lift Creation Spray. It gives you a nice voluminous look and also helps to keep your curls in place. So I'm just going to use that throughout the rest of my hair. And I'm going to do the flip over and then spray so I can get a lot more volume. And I'm also going to lift up the curls and spray underneath. So basically I'm spraying the holding spray into my roots. And I like a lot of hairspray, so you don't have to spray that much if you don't really like too much of it in your hair. Okay, so this is how it should look after. And I'm just going to use my handy dandy fingers and just run through the curls and get them really, really messy. And you can already see how much volume it has to it. So I'm going to take my comb and just shape it the way that I want my curls to lay. And since you've already sprayed the spray in, you know, they're just going to hold in the place that you put them. It's not going to move around too much. And I really like how it turned out with the added layers in it. It gives me a lot more volume and a lot more curls and a lot more dimension. So I really like that. And for the curls in the front and my bangs, because we curled it back going this way, it's going to have a lot more volume once it's flipped over and pushed to the top. Just like when you do the flip over method, you do it the opposite way so you can create more volume. And you want to just keep playing around with it until you get the look that you want. And I also added a little bit of this Dr. Miracle's edge control. And this is almost gone. I need to buy a new one. But I really do like this one over all the rest of them that I've been using. It doesn't really hold it down, but it does, you know, hold it for a little while. So that's what I used. So after shaping it the way I wanted it to look, I just added a little tiny bit of the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine. I really love this stuff. I've been using it for a while now, and I just use it as a finishing gloss on the hair. Sometimes I use the spray, but I only use the spray once in a while. But the serum to me is a lot better than the spray. So that's what I did, and yeah, this is how it should look after you're done. Really voluminous and just flowy with a lot of movement. And I absolutely love my hair like this. And I want to say thank you to Cexxy Hair from Aliexpress for this hair. I really love it. So girls, that's it for this tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you learned something of how I get my voluminous style. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.